Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time, welcome to my channel. Please click the subscribe button below to join the happy family. You're very much welcome if you have subscribed. I think I should have like a song for first timers, like you are welcome in the name of the Lord. Anyways, moving on. Today's topic, as you can see in the description box below, is things you should do and research about before studying abroad. Like if you have decided in your heart that you don't want to study in your country and you want to like explore another country and study there, this video would inform you about the things you should do and the things you should research about before even venturing to pack your bags and apply for the school and all those razzmatazz you do when you want to go abroad. The first thing you have to do is your WAEC result. I think this is for mostly Nigerians or West Africans. You have to get your WAEC results right so that you don't have to deal with rejection from schools abroad. Get your WAEC results right. The least you should be having in your results are C's. Like, that's the least. No D, no E, no F. The least you should be getting in your results are C's. Try as much as possible to ensure that your results are top notch. Like, that is my biggest advice, because your results will determine if you get admission or not. And this brings me to the next one, which is your TOEFL or SAT. This is an English text exam, because most likely if you're studying abroad, you're going to study in an English speaking country, because you cannot start learning their language before you move on to start studying your course. So most likely you're going to study English. And no, you're not studying English, you're studying in English. And if you're going to study in English, you have to prove to them that you have you're proficient in English. Therefore, you have to write an English exam, which is either SAT or TOEFL. I call it TOEFL. It's TOEFL. They are both English exams you can present to them, and you have to get a very good score. The score differs, to be honest. The criteria you have to meet up with when it comes to your SATs are quite different with different countries and different universities. So I cannot mention how many marks you should get here. I really don't know, because I did not do it, but I wish I did it, because it would have been more flexible for me to change schools. I wanted to change school at some point, but because I did not have this English exam, I wasn't able to do that. So if you know you're going to study abroad, write this exam and write it well. Ensure that you get the best results you can ever get. Your WAEC results should be top notch. Your SAT should be on fleek. Okay, leading me to the next one, which is scholarship programs. If your parents can afford it, maybe this is not a problem, but wouldn't you want to help them in any way that you can? I did not do it and I regret it. I wish I actually looked out for scholarship programs and things like that. So you can go online, research about your sorry about that. You can go online, research about your school, the school you're trying to apply for, and the scholarship programs they have there. And if you're eligible for it, like, it would really help. Even if they're paying like 20% of your school fees for you, it's still something. Like, that 20% would definitely be a lot, as long as you're studying abroad. Try as much as possible to look out for scholarship programs. And even if you don't have them and you can afford the school fees, it's still fine. So you can skip this criteria, but it's just an advice I'm giving you. Moving on. The fourth one is research about the country. This is very, very important. You have to research about the weather. You don't want to be carrying summer clothes for a country that is like 70% winter all year long. Cold will just kill you. So it's better you do your research, find out about the country's weather, how it goes, when is it summer, when is it winter, when are you starting, and what weather do they have when you're starting at that particular point. Like, make sure you do your thorough research. You have to also at least find out about the language. Maybe just like hello, how are you? It would go a long way. I did not do that. Most of the things I'm mentioning I did not do, and it affected me one way or the other. That's why I'm making this video. So try as much as possible to research about the country, their mode of communication, if you don't go and get embarrassed by saying hello and I and no one's responding to you on the streets, because that's not the way they do things. So in your country, if people are very cordial with each other, even if you're strangers, you say hello and I, and in your country of choice, they don't really greet each other, then they're not really too familiar with each other. You don't want to go embarrass yourself and say, hey man, what's up man, and the person be looking at you like, bruh, behave yourself. You get my point. So you have to research about the country you're going into, their mode of communication, their language, their weather, their attitude towards strangers. Is very this is very important as well, especially with racism going on all over the world. You want to be careful. You don't Their mode of dressing is also important. If you're going to a country that have laws against exposing your body and things like that, you don't want to get jailed or killed for doing something you know nothing about. So you have to do your research. There are some countries that are not okay, let me not bring that one. I wanted to bring something about, you know, gender and stuff like that. Let me don't bring it, but just generally do your research. Be very cautious of your decisions when you're going into a country you don't know anything about. You have to know about the way things go on there, their general law. What do they think about people that, oh man, I think I'll scrap that. Anyways, just do your research about the country. Simple. Leading to the next one, which is, yeah, research about your university of choice. Like I said before, you have to always be like on the alert. If they have scholarship programs, you have to look out for it. If they have like programs for foreigners, like something that will help you to be comfortable in that country, that is a very good university. If they don't have these facilities that will help you to adapt to that country and the university and the course, I don't know if that university is a good choice for you. Oh, I've been looking here all this while. I'm supposed to look here. Anyways, you have to be you have to ensure that you know, at least you know about the things going on in that university, like what's their mode of lecturing, what's their mode of communication, what's their policy towards students. You have to know all those things. Try as much as possible to do a thorough research about your university, so that you not go and enter gutter. I'm in Nigerian, so if you're not in Nigerian, I don't understand the meaning of what I'm saying. I mean, so that you don't get into trouble because you don't know that there was trouble there. Moving on to the next one, which is employment opportunities. Yeah, most likely if you choose to study in a country, you also want to work in that country. So you have to do your research on the employment opportunities for foreigners in that country. There are some countries that don't really offer much when it comes to employment opportunities for foreigners. They will just take your money, you study there for like 4 years, and boom, you're going back to your country the moment you graduate. So you have to know about that. You have to also know, like in Netherlands, they would give you like 1 year to be able to look for a job, and if you're not able to get it, you're getting out, except you get married to someone here that is Dutch, or other options you have. But if you don't have a job by the end of that 1 year that they give you after graduation, you're going back to your country. There are some countries that don't even give 1 year, they probably give you 3 months or something. So you have to find out about the employment opportunities they have. Some countries don't really employ foreigners. They don't think foreigners are, you know, qualified enough to work in their company or in their country. So you have to find out about the percentage of foreigners working in that country. And also, if you know someone in that country, or at least go on Facebook, there are people, they're different. I know it's dangerous because you might meet scammers, but you're not dealing with money now, you just need knowledge. So if you find someone, there are Facebook groups that includes people who study abroad, so you can go in there and ask some questions to be very, very helpful. I have one, no, I don't have one, I belong to one, which is called Girls Study Abroad. That was created by Laura. I can't really pronounce her surname. Girls Study Abroad, you can go check them out. You can join the group and you can ask questions about the general situation of a country, the employment opportunities, their universities, their mode of communication and things like that. It is really helpful. Like, you have to I don't think you can know everything, but at least know something, so that you don't just go as a novice and people will just take you for a ride. Make sure you're ready, and make sure you're prepared. It's the same thing, but you know what I'm just trying to lay emphasis. Make sure you know what you're doing, so that there are people that go to countries where they don't know much about, and then nobody hears from them again. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody There are some countries that will probably be okay. I'll scrap that one. I wanted to say something now about, let me scrap it. Anyways, yeah, ensure you're ready. Ensure you stay safe in this. Wow, I've talked a lot. Yeah, do these things I mentioned and you're good to go. Now, ensure you stay safe. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Wear your marks aside. What else? Say no to violence. Say no to abuse. Say no to rape. Love you till I come your way next time. Bye.